Everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for tuning in. Having a little bit of fun this morning at the expense of the weenie man, Shane Beamer. Oh, he's going to get his weenie today, boy. Yes, sir. Gotta love the weenie man. Hey, thanks. Thank you. So, guys, man, this hat's dirty as hell. Let me stop that. So anyway, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Get a little bit of a roll call this morning. Dave Johnson, how you doing? Texas rocks. The illustrious, industrious Pigskin Pete. Man, I'm just all over the map today. I can't get nothing right. Not much of a reason to get up today, other than to watch Georgia beat the ever-living hell out of South Carolina. Oh my God. Woo. Some Shady Kane says Cox by 50. Wrong. Morning, big dog. How's it going, Stingray? Good to see you. Gil Lawson, welcome back. Good to see you again, sir and or ma'am. Yeah, he says, hey, Brett from the land of 1,000 smiles, Thailand. Still a Georgia boy at heart. That's right. No matter where you go, got to remember where you came from. Got to remember where you came from. Colby, welcome back, sir. Cliff Millwood, so glad to see you. Glad you're here. Jay Shipes, the Gilligan fighter, as we like to call him around here. Ram Dog, welcome back. Tailgating in Athens. What a lucky guy. Man, what a lucky guy. Stay away from those public parks, though. They're dangerous. All right, guys. So I was going to make a video early in the week talking about a preview and prediction, but, you know, as usual, life gets in the way. So we got to do it when we can do it, how we do it, when we do it, where we do it. So, Ooh, that's hot coffee. Hot coffee. Yes, sir. All right. So let's go ahead and kind of jump into this a little bit. The South Carolina Lame Sox versus the Georgia Bulldogs, the back-to-back defending national champions, opens up the season SEC play with the South Carolina Gamecocks at 3:30 today on CBS in Athens. Weather at game time is going to be a beautiful 83 degrees, partly cloudy, not looking like a lot of rain, but expecting a sold out crowd. So you're going to see the Georgia fans kind of got called out by Tonka Toy, and I can guarantee you those fans are going to make him felt. He's going to remember Georgia when he leaves today. Kirby Smart asked for the Georgia fans to show up, and it seems like every time he does that, the fans absolutely show up and just kind of wow out. So looking forward to that. The Boom Chickens are going to field Georgia today. No sandstorm to be heard anywhere in the metro Atlanta or in the city of Athens. So let's get into the game a little bit, kind of what we're expecting to see. Now, Georgia is playing Carson Beck, who has looked good at times. He's looked a little shaky at times, but I'm expecting that Texas Rocks got me. He goes, Alabama has won 0 games in a row at Bryant Denny, which tags on Georgia having the most win streaks at home, I think, current active win streak. What is going on with this light? Here, let me add a little more light. Let's see if that helps it. Plenty of lights in here. Plenty of lights in here. Sometimes it kind of washes me out, so I try not to use too much light. 38-14. No, I disagree with that, sir. We're going to get into it right here in just a minute. So if you look at the past couple of games, Georgia has played something called UTM and Ball State. Both of those games, Georgia had a combined score of 93-10. And in the last 2 games, Carolina has had a combined score. Yes, my dear. Right now? Stand by. Stand by. We have an emergency broadcast interrupt. All right, sorry about that. The boss showed up. We had to inform had to ask the program director for additional time. Let's see here. South Carolina with a combined score of 64-52. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good at all. The only saving grace at all of South Carolina is Spencer Rattler, who is not from South Carolina. Has played very limited time at South Carolina as far as his overall college career, and that's pretty much it. Georgia has found some real key star players. One of those being Mr. Muse. If you don't know who Mr. Muse is, you haven't been watching the first 2 games. This guy is absolutely electric. Of course, Georgia returns a whole host of outstanding performers, 5 stars all over the field, as the Weenie Man would let you say. Georgia has 5 stars all over the field. Everything that can go right will go right, except they're not going to win the game. And Georgia's giving away free hot dogs, apparently, to all of the chain crew and staff. So, yeah. What's up, Sarah Crane? She says, give BDB a thumbs up. So this is going to be the first game where you're going to see Georgia really kind of come out and open up the playbook just a little bit, I think. They're not going to do a whole lot. They're not going to have to do a whole lot. Georgia's secondary is probably the best part of its defense right now, in my opinion. South Carolina gave up a whole bunch of sacks to North Carolina. Furman's kind of terrible, so they didn't really get any sacks in that game. But here's what I'm looking at. South Carolina was only able to score 17 points against UNC. UNC doesn't have that great of a defense. I would say they have an okay defense. But here's what I'm looking at. They're not going to be able to run the ball against Georgia. They had like -4 yards rushing. That's absolutely abysmal, and that's against teams that don't have great defenses. Georgia has one of the top defenses in the country. Guys, you might see a shutout here. I'm not even joking. With the exception that Spencer Rattler might get a lucky pass downfield at some point. that's really all I can see happening here. Georgia's going to run away with this game as much as they want to. You will probably see Brock Vandergrift by halfway through the third quarter again, and then you'll see Gunnar Stockton again in the fourth quarter. Georgia's going to absolutely overwhelm, overload, demolish, and destroy South Carolina. South Carolina's only hope of winning anything is a coin toss. It's not going to be pretty. What's up, Motivated Dedicated? 65-7. I would normally say that. And I'm gonna say, whoa, my goodness. I am gonna say Georgia is gonna run up the score a little bit against South Carolina, and that is because of all of the smack talk that was handed to Kirby. If you give Kirby a reason to get fired up, he's gonna get fired up. And anytime he can put bulletin board material up, he's gonna do it. So whenever you have Talkatoy come out and say that Georgia's not allowed place, and that's not exactly what he said. I'm paraphrasing. I'm just going to tell you that there's not a lot of opportunity there for him to escape that without Kirby just pointing it at for a whole week. Georgia's playbook's been pretty vanilla. I expect to see some different things in this game, and then you may see the offense get a little bit run game-ish, happy-ish. I'm sure they've made some corrections between week 2, week 3 to get the run game back involved. We've got some players back. We've got some players out. You'll probably see Ladd McConkey come back in, which will be a welcome addition. Hopefully Brock Bowers can catch some passes today. This score could get out of hand. Not going to be a long video, guys. Got something that the boss has informed us we must go do. So we shall. No thin-skinned Bama fans, guys. It happens. That is correct. Georgia by 45. That I can agree with. I think this game is going to be somewhere in the neighborhood of 52-7. 52-7. You guys heard it here first. It's going to be an absolute blowout. South Carolina's players are going to give up. I expect Spencer Rattler to throw at least 2 interceptions this game. That may sound crazy talk, but they're not going to have any run game. They're going to have to throw the ball. And when he starts getting desperate, that's when he's going to start making interceptions. It's going to be bad for South Carolina, guys. So that's my prediction for the game, 52-7. Go ahead and put your score down in the comment section now. And if you're watching this after the fact, go ahead and put it down in the comments below. Texas rocks. He said, go up and read his score. He said 52-10. That's pretty close, man. I mean, you're giving him a field goal more than I have, so you're right on it, dude. So 52-7. That's what I'm giving him. If you're giving South Carolina any more than 10 points, you need to look at how terrible they performed against the defense that North Carolina had. So maybe some people see something I don't. You guys welcome to pick out your own score. I think more than 10 is just too nice. Too nice. I think the fans going to be a big factor. I think Carson Beck's going to have a great game. I think Brock Vandergrift's going to have a great game. We get Ladd McConkey back. That's another weapon downfield. I think the offensive line is going to have made some improvements. And I think there's a lot of bulletin board material for the fans, for the Georgia players to point out and say, hey, what is this crap? And then they're going to put it to them. Sarah Crane says 63-3. That's outstanding. That's what we like to hear around here, guys. So do me a favor, hit the like, hit the thumbs up, hit the share, throw it on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. What's that? It's a meta crawler. Yeah, all that wonderful stuff. So really appreciate you guys. We'll be doing a halftime show. I'm going to make another video later about the ridiculousness of being unable to watch the damn games like normal people. You got one over here on ESPN Plus. You got one over here on Sports Dog Radio Network, Underground, Ham Radio, and then today you got some kind of blackout bull stuff. Can't tolerate that. Gonna have to call a congressman or something. Do appreciate you. Yeah, appreciate you guys. Thanks so much for being on. We'll see you guys real soon. Have a great day. God bless. Go Dogs.